This is the second part of linear inequalities in one variable, and I will explain to you here few rules which we have to use when we will start exercise number 1.2. See, if I will write 3 is less than 6, and it is true, right? Because 3 is less than 6. Inequalities, I have told you that we will use the sign greater than, lesser than, greater than equal to, or lesser than equal to. These are the inequality sign. 4 sign we will use, right? So if I add both sides, left hand side and right hand side, any number with the positive, right? These both are positive. This is positive 3 and positive 6. Suppose if I add positive 3 here, positive 3 here, so it will be 3 plus 3, 6 is less than 9. And again it is true, 6 is less than 9. Same thing, if I say I will subtract, instead of addition, if I will subtract, same thing, if it is 3 is lesser than 6, and if I say subtract 2 from both sides, so 3 minus 2, 1 is lesser than 4, again it is true. Same, this is the same question, 3 is less than 6. If I multiply both sides with the positive number, just like suppose if I multiply this with 2 and this with 2, 2 multiplied by 3 is equal to 6 is less than 6 multiplied by 2, which is equal to 12. 6 is lesser than 12, again it is true. Same question, 3 is less than 6. If I divide both sides, suppose if I divide both sides with 3, so it is 1 is less than 2, which is true. It means if the numbers are positive on both sides of the inequality sign, if you add, if you subtract, if you multiply, and if you divide, always you will get the true answer. Now move on to another rule, which is I will write down very important. In inequality, this is the most important point which I am going to tell you, and you have to use in your questions. See, first I will explain to you logic. If you multiply or divide, I am not saying addition and subtraction, only multiplication and division on both sides with the negative number. Suppose if I will multiply this is the multiplication, by negative 1 and here with the negative 1, so it will be negative 3 is less than negative 6. So see, before 3 is less than 6, which is true. Initially it was true. But when we multiplied it with the negative number, any negative number you can try, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and so on. If we multiply both sides with the negative number, right now it is the answer is negative 3 is less than negative 6, which is false. Right? I will show you here with the help of number line. This is 0. Here we have positive 1, 2, 3 and so on. But here on the left hand side we had negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4 and so on. Here is negative 6. So negative 3 is greater than negative 6. But here is, if we multiply both sides of the inequality with a negative number, you will get the wrong answer. So always keep in mind, when you multiply or divide inequality with the negative number, you have to switch, that entails to switch the sign. So negative 3 will be greater than negative 6. This is the rule. Same thing I will show you when we divide. So see, the question is 3 is less than 6. If I say divide with the, if it is negative 3, if it is negative here, right? So then you have to divide this negative as well. So this will cancel. Before it is negative 3 is less than 6, which is true. But now is 1 is less than negative true, which is wrong. So that entails that you have to switch the sign. This is the very important point. When you multiply or divide the inequality with the negative number, you have to switch the sign. If it is greater than, make it lesser than. This is the logic, right? So you should know why we switch the sign, otherwise it will be false. So in the next video I will give you some more example, then we are going to start exercise number 1.2. If any point is not clear, you can ask me. Subscribe to my channel, and thanks for